Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldHomm. Today we are starting another classic game in Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Olden era, and we have played through fair and square with Temple, so let's take Jebus Cross this time. And we have played a couple of matches with Temple, one single hero challenge with Necropolis. I think I want to explore Necropolis a bit further, so let's take that. And I had Darius in the last playthrough as well, but I don't usually kind of do some specific builds. Perhaps I should, but this time I try to do one, and I have seen Lexiev doing that Vampire Lord build, but I think I will try to do Skeleton Archer build. Let's see if it works or if it will end in a disaster. But I think this boosted necromancy is actually better than skeleton growth and increased hit points and attack and defense. I think the numbers might matter more. So let's take Darius, and I have finished the missions thus far with Hard, Unfair, Impossible, so I think it's time for Apocalyptic. And of course, skeletons are nice that since we don't have any resources, or pretty much any resources, we can actually still get some skeletons with the scraps we find from the map. Okay, so we actually do have a bit of a gold. So let's upgrade this, and then let's recruit these and see if we have enough to upgrade them. Yes, we do. I don't even know how much the upgrade did cost. And perhaps we want to take some of these as well, because they stack up quite nicely. And then you will go to one stack. And, well, that's going to be lethal. Unfortunately, as they are kind of project... No, still I had the wrong upgrade. Okay. Lord of the Dead is nice. And Expert Necromancy. Eternal Servitude or Service, and these are lethal as well. Well, this does not begin very easily. At least there are some scattered resources over here. And it seems I have only one opponent this time. I guess it's due to the map. And I have to admit that I haven't played Jebus Crossing in Homm 3. I think that's a map over there. So I just hope I'm not making any stupid mistakes that could be avoided by playing this map on Homm 3. So we require some additional wood. Grave Robbers, Mage Guild, Marketplace. I think I'm not... Well, actually... Kennel. I think I want to get the resources flowing actually first. Okay, and we can make this, but I think it's high time for us to actually try to get those resources flowing. So lethal and lethal. Is it a bit too risky to go fight over there just yet. Tavern. Oh, I think we do have a tavern of our own. So let's actually take this and upgrade these. Okay, and you can go to collect some additional resources for us. And I think you might be... It's a difficult battle now. Should we try to get one additional hero? So we could kind of... get a bit more troops. So... let's combine these and move most of these guys over here. And this 1+1 morale. Okay. That's interesting, but I don't think we actually can do that much else over here, so let's go and do battle. And they are fast. And they have some sharp blades. So what we want to do first and foremost is to protect our skeleton archers. And perhaps these as well. They don't like our doggies. That's rather nasty. Okay, seems that... oh! But we are not really doing that well at the moment. So, perhaps I shouldn't have gone this heavily into melee. That was rather horrible, to be honest. Okay, that's a rather nice looking building. So time to begin to make these buildings, and I think we want to get here as fast as possible. So bone exchange first, and I think both of these will be kind of needed. And I should actually have activated those a bit earlier too. So that would be normal. Let's try to take some experience to make future battles a bit easier. Well, perhaps... Well, not sure about diplomacy. And... Okay, I guess that's rather nice. That's only a difficult battle. So... And the rewards could be rather nice. They're not shooters, are they? No, melee units. And these... magic core. Okay. Dusk Hoplet. We're not really hitting them that hard at the moment. Okay. Let's try to keep those alive. And it seems the AI is targeting quite actively those skeleton archers, so apparently the skeleton build doesn't seem to be working that well. Kind of waiting for turn or week number 2. Basic defense looks like a good option. Some additional gold. Can we grab? Yes, we can grab these as well. Some treasure chests. Okay, good. And I think, well, we could of course go for this as well, but perhaps we want to have the gold first. And about the buildings, Timeless Mansion, we need to have Mercury quite a bit more. So, it seems that at least in my hands, skeleton archer build is not that great, especially on this map. And this and that, and here we go. And I think it's high time to get back for reinforcements. We still need some more mercury. Now these are Tomb of Warriors, so they would be quite nice for our skeleton build, which I think I'm kind of dumping already. So we have lots of gold, but do we have that mercury somewhere? Any more of it? Here. Let's try to grab those. And for the Chateau of Feasts, we will need 15, 15, 10,000 and 15. I think everything else is in order, except that mercury. So let's hope we can grab a bit more of it. Okay, and that's it. Mercury fissure. And it seems I missed one chest over there. And here, let's take the law. I want to get that soon as well, and of course that necromancy power would be quite nice as well. And well, some resources. Raiders camp. Okay, so now we have 17. And it's day 7. So let's go and build this. And I think next turn our army will be quite a bit better. So perhaps Mage Guild might be the way to go. And let's recruit. We want to have these. And I think we want to see if we can get some more mercury. Yeah. Not there. Okay, there is the mercury, but a little bit too little, a bit too late. Timeless Mansion, okay, Lich Growth. Okay, but we got some mercury. Excellent. So, vampires it is, liches it is, white it is. And since that doesn't kind of affect movement speed, I think we can take, or unit speed doesn't affect hero movement speed, I think we can take those guys as well. And let's do the battle manually. Oh, well, they are a fast bunch. Really a fast bunch. We don't really care about those, so they can go. Let's see how the vampires actually fare. Okay, they fared quite nicely. And the results seems to have been a bit worse than I actually thought. Okay, Artorius can join us. And let's bring in the new skeleton archers and, well, actually all that we can. No, and... Okay, already visited. So you can continue. This was easy. And we will destroy practically everything we can. That's normal battle, easy battle, easy. Okay, and let's not take that. Okay, and you... Okay, they want to do battle. I think we actually do this rather well. So... perhaps I want to accept this. Let's increase luck. And... let's take that. Difficult battle, normal battle... lethal. I should have visited that place. Okay. And you head over there. Can use that extra gold. And then you... well, we have some loot over... can we have still another hero? Yes, we can. Okay. And I think we will actually leave the rest of them here to be transformed. And let's upgrade that. So you will begin to follow us over here. And you will continue to collect the resources over here. Okay, that's an important building. Practically we don't need to worry at all about upgrading spells and units, or rather creature dwellings, etc, etc. Remote foothold. Okay. Sounds nice. And that's visited. That's nice. And we will destroy you. And we will take this and then head against those. Abandoned mansion. Well, we are not defeating any gods over there. Looks like we forgot an artifact and something else besides. At the moment it seems that money is not an issue for us. So over here, I think bank, marketplace, that bunch. Let's improve necromancy. And I think we want to improve more law and get a bit more necromancy. And here... let's try to boost our law income and gold income as well. So you take some experience, basic battle, let's take expert defense. So we could take territorial advantage because we can take that every battle happens in home territory from those laws. So I think we will try that. Normal battle. Normal. I think we should try to pick mostly easy battles in order to bolster our armies. I think that's acceptable. And speaking of bolstering our armies, that was great. And I think you could actually loot what you can. Okay. A bit difficult for you. Let's see. So basically, at the end of the week, we want to have... We're missing kennels and Tomb of Warriors and walls. So I think we want to go with the walls first and then make the rest of the troop production facilities that we can. And here I think we can still afford this. And more law points. So destroy them. Normal battle. Easy battle, normal battle. Well, let's go with the easy. And I think logistics will be just excellent for us. Okay. Well, we will accept that. Quite a lot of that alchemical dust over there. So I would say that at the moment we are kind of in... I think we have actually arrived mid-game. So basically what we are doing is that we are improving our armies, growing our armies, and leveling up our hero. And we want to have these best walls, basically because of the vampire lords. And let's boost the necromancy. And here, I think... Well, tavern, yeah. Another easy one. So they don't like our dogs at all. Let's let's take this. Careful planning. I think terrain penalties should go. Another easy one. Okay, I think this time we will do the battle manually. And so these have ranged attacks. Haste +2. Okay, I think then it's going to be lightning bolt. Okay, quite fast. Tier 4. Do we have vampirism, flying, melee attack, undead? Not sure. If we strike, it might end up badly for us. So let's use haste and get over here to make sure that these are not joining us. Or joining the battle on the other side. That did hurt. Oh, we lost actually one of the vampires. Hopefully we can get it back from here, yeah. So some losses, perhaps not quite as bad as they were supposed to be. Shade Cloak. Let's take Berserk. That should be easy. I think we will go and grab that before we go and grab some additional troops. And perhaps after that we will begin to advance this upper pathway. And yeah, the kennel is the obvious choice. Can we get... Let's take that one. And here... Well, bank. I guess that's it. Yeah, we actually need to get a bit more of that mercury. And you have some movement left. Okay, let's go and grab that. When we can. Well, let's deal with these. Perhaps we... Let's take the logistics. That's going to be really useful. That as well. Okay, and let's head back over there. Big scroll. But otherwise I think we are ready to move on from that side. And perhaps you could do some forward scouting as well. And here, nothing really of interest anymore. So let's go and grab those and move onwards. And here, Tomb of Warriors, Dread Knights, and here, well, let's make the marketplace. And what do we really want to get? So we need to have, okay, 2 more until we can get this. So let's go with the skeletons. So once again I'm reverting back to the tactics I already deemed that it won't work. Okay, so 25 mercury and 100 of that. I think we are not quite ready for that. Mage skill level 2. Perhaps. Well of Souls. Undead Transformer. Bank. And Treasury. Well, let's boost the troops we currently have. Though I have to say that the number of those skeleton bowmen is growing quite nicely. So perhaps I was just a bit too impatient with that one. But yeah. So that's easy, 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 easy. Okay, perhaps this is the way. And next. And what are you supposed to be doing? Well, grab that gold and those resources you are supposed to be collecting after this hero, and you were supposed to do some scouting ahead and resource collection, and you were supposed to get over there. Okay, and we can improve the skeletons now. Oh, whoops. I should have actually gotten that. So I think there was some option that I could make things so that I don't need to select those battles happening though. Use spells in auto-resolve. Auto-exit results, yeah. So let's take that. That might be useful. Anything interesting in that additional? No. Intelligence, arcane. Perhaps that nightshade magic is more of our thing. Okay, and that went smoothly. I really have to say that I like these small quality of life improvements. That saves a couple of clicks here and a couple of clicks there. I think we are actually going to do this battle manually. So these are kind of wine Iriads. Area strike embodiments of earth. And these are quite fast. Hoplets. Okay. Let's deal with the hoplets first. deal with them. Okay, not really willing to engage with the vampires, are we? And I really need to start utilizing these unit abilities. Unfortunately, it seems that pretty much none of our units have any of the abilities. Okay, this is actually quite nice, and I think adds really much utility for the liches. Okay, and now we do have that spell available. So, is it this don't retaliate? Or why don't they strike back? Okay. So these have double strike apparently. Well, since we are going for that Stormfang's Circle of Winter, well, let's take that. That strategy which I'm not pursuing. It seems I'm kind of more than a little indecisive. So let's improve the creature growth then, to keep up the inconsistency. Be consistently inconsistent. Makes sense? Do you think so? It doesn't, at least for me. Yeah, that's a place we want to take. And here, well, let's go with the bank. A bit more mercury. And here, treasury, so let's make the walls. And perhaps we should start considering of building up that other settlement as well. Normal battle, easy battle. Yeah, let's do this easy battle first. And if I remember correctly, those beasts are quite fast. Yes, they are. Can we hinder them some way? Fatal decay, healing matter, thick hide. Well, let's strike with these first. Oh, that did hurt. Oh, ouch. So now you could do your trick. And we want to save some... Okay, so they don't actually... We have lost one vampire, haven't we? These melee creatures, these are mushroom magic creatures. Okay. Spore Mancher. Long reach. I guess they do like the mushrooms then. Oh, they had the long reach. And this was a mistake, by the way, as well. Okay. No retaliation. Yeah. I think that's... yeah. When we have this lucky strike, there is no retaliation. Makes sense. And now, can you... you could revive these, at least. So we should push our luck to the limit. I think that's rather nice. Perhaps that's a bit better. Now we have 9 of these. Okay, those are melee units. And hopefully these don't have the AoE attack. Okay, that ability not yet available. Now it is available, though perhaps not quite as useful as I'm hoping it to be. So perhaps I should have fought a bit longer. Well, the number of skeletons is still increasing. Well, let's go and grab this. So we can begin to upgrade it. And our scout force... well, that's actually... oh, whoops. That was unfortunate misclick. And some more of the mercury. Spell upgrades. I think that's one of the next ones to go. And since I want to do once again the unit testing, we need to take all of these as well. And can we cannot build anything over there, but here treasury. Oh, and that's... we are going to need that mercury. No wonder they did abandon that as it is empty. Okay, research lab. Marketplace. That's important. Do we have any... There was that mercury fissure somewhere. Where is it? It's kind of important for us. Was it up here? I don't think we have it already. Was it south here? No. No, here. There. Do we have it? At least it's unguarded. Okay. Time for... well, let's take you. Kind of unfortunate oversight. Okay, and here... yeah, that resource depot is important. Here, let's begin to upgrade these things, and here I think we want to focus on the money side of things. And we might end up needing this because of the wood, but otherwise I think we will go for the necromancy. Perhaps battlecraft, not warcraft, though. Some kind of Adava Kedavra wand. Merchant of Death. No, we cannot take you. Sorry. So we could get that dust, but I think we need to have a bit more mercury before I'm kind of happy to do that. Trade. But we can still collect at least some. Oh, hero cage. Need to pay more attention on those. Alchemical lab. That's already a second one. Black Tower. I doubt that we can beat a dragon with that one. So at least we can make this undead transformer and see how it works. Okay. And okay. Works nicely. I'm looking for that. But perhaps that's, or these will be more useful. Bones exchange. Yeah, we want to go for that mansion. And here, let's make this. And we are out of wood. I think we can accept that. Expert recruiter. Okay, so we do control that now. That's nice. I think we can accept that. So basically we need to leave some battles over here for unit testing. Perhaps it could be this one. Are they... No, it cannot be this one because... But perhaps it could be this one over here. Yeah. That's the place where we are going to do the unit testing. Probably. And perhaps you could come this way. There is something we could collect. What's that? Quiet pavilion. Okay. Get some more gold. Second wind. Thick hide. I think it's better this way. And well, at the moment we don't really have that much to do for the other heroes. Perhaps they can just wait then. And I think we need that. Timeless mansion. Yeah, that's the way to go. And we don't want to actually spend any wood at the moment on those things. Heavenly blades. We don't want to release that hero. So time to get back to the settlement. And, well, you can just wait. You had something important things to do over here. I'm kind of dreading when the enemy comes. Of course, we are gaining more and more troops as we progress further, but still Timeless Mansion 2 might be nice. Here this is really nice, and here, let's make the walls. And actually we have a job for you. You are to acquire some additional dust for us. Because we want to get a bit better vampires next. Basic offense. Looks nice. Oh. That might be nasty. Still not that nasty. Oh. Okay. This is going to be nasty. Sentinel of Glory. Once per battle. And we can't cast spells. I think I should have taken the... Okay, so that was that -20. But I guess that was rather nice after all. If we use the Gate of Light. Okay, back to town. And this is a good place to be. And we can have this. Okay, so I guess we got some dust from there. And we could go for still another upgrade. Oh, some stone or ore. Perhaps we should kind of use all of those up. So we are getting 10 of that mercury per turn. That's quite nice. And I think... well, let's do the upgrades. And here... Sanguine Lich, Rewind Death. Or to a friendly creature, okay? Pestilent Lich. We don't want to have Pestilent Liches because we want to do the rewinding. You have that Nightmares. Okay. Memory Devourer. Wraith. I think we want to have Wraiths. Yeah, and here Vampire Lord, most definitely. And here we want to have those red liches. Okay, and let's recruit... Oh, let's actually exchange some resources. Do we want to have Vampire Lords? Sanguine Liches... Wraiths. Okay, and can we do one additional upgrade? Bones exchange. Okay, so upgraded Kennel it is then. And Bargeist. Attack speed initiative. Or do we want to have the armored hound? More health and defense. I think we will go with this one for the moment. Okay, good. So we are ready to... We had to spare some units. But we want to visit that Dragon Utopia. I think that's the unit testing place. Let's see how we will fare. Okay, I think we have some extra units at the moment. Why can't... Oh, I have that orb of inhibition. Kind of makes sense. Good thing that I have not invested on spells too much. Okay, the Dragon AI seems to be as bad here as it is in Homm 3. Not going to complain about that. Oh, on the other hand, I'm going to complain. So that's certainly one thing the devs should take a look at. And yeah, that went a bit better. And let's take this and that. Yeah. So let's actually check the gear. Level 1, 2. I think since we are not really... Tactical guide. Okay, that's nice. Why can't we put this? Research lab. Okay. Oh, this is definitely a place we want to visit. Probably this one as well. So what are these? I want to fight these. Oh. Okay. I'm not fighting them then. Drum of War. I'm kind of thinking that I should be finishing this episode, but I want to play one more turn. So here... Kennel. And here... Well, let's upgrade the walls then. And... So, I think this will be the last turn then. Perhaps I should start moving out rather soon. Okay, nice. Do we have more of those places actually in here? Okay, and I should have actually picked these quite a bit earlier. Then we have these Pandora's boxes over here and a couple of additional buildings. Well, let's go this way. And I guess it's one additional turn still. Oh, misclick. And here... well, let's go with that. Tomb of Warriors, yes, that actually only takes ore. So that's really nice for us. And here, let's build that. Okay. Let's make that ranged mastery. Nice. Earth's Rage. Pestilent Leech as well. Too bad. And once again, our army is growing. And our army is growing. Perhaps we should go for the walls. Here and here. Well, let's go for the walls. 3, and we are beginning to have quite a lot of these red or black knights. And I think, yeah, we need to take these 2 locations before the day ends. Or rather the week ends. So we have Well of Souls, Mage Guild. And we are lacking some dust for that. And other cities. Well, we do actually have quite nice amount of things over there. Except I shouldn't have built that Mage Guild. That, and perhaps that battle focus might be really nice. And let's head home this way. So yeah, Mage Guilds, and we want to have that Tomb of Warriors soonish. And basically it means that you have once again some work to do. And actually I think I want to see some upgrades for spells and gear in action as well. Myra's Kiss. So here, walls level 3, and here, well, let's go with the bones exchange. Here, we are missing some ore. Fair enough. And these two are kind of what we want to take at some point, but perhaps we will take that now. I have one question. Oh. Month of K. Oh. I guess diplomacy would have been nice now. Shorten Shadow Vengeance. Yeah, perhaps not that. Actually, I'm not really interested in those Nightshade spells at all. Sleep might be useful. And let's head home. Okay, so Tomb of Warriors, this. And let's do some upgrading. So Merchant of Death. Ensnare Memories. Okay, some whites. Skeletons and whites. Okay, that's nice. Marks enemy. Always max damage. Undead pets. I think we want to take Merchant of Death. And then we have Avatar of War. War Incarnate. Okay. Dreadful Presence. Double Strike. Undead. Hollow Reaper. Hits the target and all enemies adjacent to it. That's rather nice. Hungering Hollow. Not really that. Death Stare. +1 enemy units with every attack. That might be nice. Tier 7 killer. Let's take that. And then let's recruit, so we have these bar guests, and here we have Merchant of Deaths. These, and I think we are good to go. No, we are not good to go. What's the issue? This is the issue. How come? I think we recruited bar guests. Perhaps there is a bit of a bug over there. But yeah, I think I was talking about my concerns about balance, because at least in the previous single hero challenge, the undead kind of felt overpowered. Some. Oh, I need to upgrade the spells. Then again, we have that spell inhibition, but let's check that artifact upgrade. So, okay. So, we could upgrade this. What does it do when we upgrade it? It becomes a green fish. Okay. And +2 morale. We could upgrade that. Okay. Since we are kind of waiting, I think that shield actually is nice enough to have to really upgrade it. So +3. And that's knowledge, mana, attack. That's +3 attack. And that's +2 luck, I think. And since we don't have any spells, that Orb of Inhibition looks quite nice. Okay. So, I think I shouldn't scoff any artifacts upgrade. So, we destroyed those, we got 1 Lich and 19 of those. And 45. Okay. And 82. Expert Nightshade Magic. Okay, you come with us to collect resources and do something useful, and I think you could come here with us too. And by the way, this is only just 1 turn. And I think this really should be the last turn. Okay, I want to fight against these things. So are they... They are Lich Dragons. So there are other types of dragons in the game as well. Okay, that's great. Oh, and we cannot use spells. They have 999 hit points. Rather nice. Rather slow unit, it seems. And then we wait for you guys to resurrect these. And then your vengeance. And that's quite a power stack already. $100 vampires, and that's just you. Okay. Perhaps it's not quite that easy then. Okay. It's beginning to be quite that easy. Then. Okay. Yeah. So it was 63 casualties, and how much? Yeah, we gained 1 additional Vampire Lord of our... Well, that's quite incredible reward. So, with that, can we actually summon... We have Dimension Door, we have Town Portal, that's really nice. What's that? Summon Reinforcements. Okay, not then. But yeah, oh, some more vampires. And this is still the last turn we are having. Okay, and we have a bit of time before they move. I think we don't want those guys to hit us, and yeah, those skeleton archers are just OP. You take care of those. Nice. And you start hitting those. And they go and attack those, and they just punch them. And down they go. 66, do we get Vampire Lords? No, we don't. No, we did get 2. I mean, this is... The amount of power we are actually accumulating is just absurd. So we don't need to really do anything about kind of trying to concentrate just some forces. But we are doing just great with the forces we have. And here... Okay, so... I think we want to build everything over there. And I'm not sure we actually need to build that many creature dwellings anymore, because I think, yeah, actually just gaining that many troops with the battles alone. And we should take this, but then we shouldn't take this if we want that unit testing. Perhaps I shouldn't test except for the Necropolis units. But yeah, this really was the last turn. So this is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldHomm out.